Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am back with block number 8 for the 12 Blocks of Christmas series that I have been doing. We are making 2 scrappy big quilt blocks per month, April through September of 2024. So if you're watching after September 2024, all the blocks have been made and you can just go look at the playlist in the description of this video or on the end screen, and you can just start and go at your own pace. You won't have to wait for future blocks to be made. But if you're doing this in real time with me, we're on block number 8. I am using Christmas prints, but you do not have to. You can use any scraps you want. Our blocks, like I said, they're big. You can use some big print pieces in some of these. It works together really, really quick, and you end up with a block that is 12 inches wide by 20 inches tall, about. You know, there's always wiggle room for not perfect quarter-inch seams and things like that. I am only making the blocks with you. I am not making a full-on quilt. I will not be adding backing and batting. I'm not even sure if I'm putting these long rectangular quilt blocks together at the end. I might put them on eBay as 12 separate blocks, and someone can do whatever they want with them. Let's get started. Did I say playlist? Yes, playlist link is in the description of this video and also on the end screen, along with the other playlists that I currently have going this year. One is a quilt block of the month and the other one is a crochet block of the month. So check out the playlists in the description and work on all of them. I do this in parts. I'm going to move all this down. And let's start with these 3 pieces right here. This piece right here, get a piece of paper and pencil, 4.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. This piece right here, 3 inches wide by 6 inches tall. This one, 5.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. This print and this print, which is cats also, I made sure to put those 2 prints in every block. I just felt like doing that. There are no 2 matching fabrics in one block, but they do repeat in other blocks. All we are going to do is sew these 3 together, like this, like this. Okay, I'm going to go do that. I'll be right back. This is what we have. So easy. Let's put that way up here. Now let's move this section to here. We have 5 pieces in this section. And down a little bit. Let's start with, now let's just start here and work our way. Oh look, I did another fussy cut for a 2-inch square. Put this little dude right in the center. This strip is 2 inches wide by 7.5 inches tall. And this is a 2-inch square. So let's just start with that. I'm going to go sew that right here. And I do want to remind you that we can make changes. Now, if there was nothing directional here, and there really isn't, because the little gingerbread men and the cats, they go in all directions. You could turn it this way if you rather do that, like that. I'm doing it this way. Just like this. If it wasn't directional, you could turn it after you sew it, but you could also just put this at the top if you want. You can make up your own mind. I'm going to do it at the bottom, right here. Like that. Right there. Now we have that. And yes, I had green and green. And then I changed my mind because I didn't know if I wanted green on green or next to each other like that. And I put a red piece, but I didn't like it as much as this little dude. So I went with it. 2 different colors, green, touching. Can you imagine? This guy, 6.5 inches wide by 9 inches tall. Okay, he's going to come into play in a minute. But let's move to here. This one is the top piece. Haha! I screwed up! This needs to be taller. So, let me go fix this right now. Hang on. Yes, I made a mistake. I had cut this piece the wrong size. So here's the sizes for these two pieces. The top one, or the bottom, whichever you decide. This piece is 4.5 wide by 4 tall. This piece is 4.5 wide by 5.5 tall. Let's sew these two together right there. And we are just going to sew these 3 pieces together. And again, you could swap this way like this. You could flip it. You could do the skinny one there, the big piece on the end. Anything you want. It all will work. This is what I'm doing. Oh, yep, that's correct. Sewing these 3 pieces together. And now we have this right here. Let's move these up. And now let's work on these guys. We are working on these 4 pieces now. Let's start right here. This piece is 5 inches wide by 3 inches tall, and this is a 3-inch square. Let's sew these together like that. Now we have this. We are going to attach this to this piece. This is 7.5 inches wide by 3.5 inches tall. Right there. Now we have this, and we're going to attach this to this. This piece is 5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. Right there. And we have this. And we are going to sew our 3 pieces together. And again, you can swap if you want. You can put this at the bottom. You can turn things. Do it any way that it works for you. Okay, like this, like this, like this. This is how I'm doing it. Sew those 3 pieces together and we are done. And here it is. This is our 8th block. I can't believe we only have 4 more to go. I really like it. I'm loving this series. It is very peaceful for me. I don't stress out over it. There's no specialty blocks. I enjoy picking the prints and cutting. I enjoy just designing it and doing the math. I love all of that. So I really am enjoying this. I think I would do another whole Scrappy series next year too. Do 1 per month. You know, be ready to start in January. Doesn't mean it's going to be Christmas, but we're going to be doing something else like this. I will be doing some more series. Crochet too, I hope. All right, so this is going to end up about 12 by 20. Don't worry if it doesn't. It might even be smaller. And it's going to be uneven. I'm uneven. Not worrying about it now. I'm going to get all the blocks done. I probably won't even be trimming them, because if I put them on eBay, somebody else might want to trim them down for something else. I'm not going to take the time to trim. They can trim and do that part. And you shouldn't trim now yet either. Just wait till all your blocks are done and then measure them and see, like, can you get 12 by 20 out of each one of them? If something is going to make you have to be at 11.5, well, then you're going to cut them all that size. You're just going to cut them all down to what you can cut them to so that they all match, if that's what you're going for. So don't worry about it, and don't worry about it being uneven. There's no way you're going to be putting all these pieces together and be even. I don't care what anybody tells you. There is no such thing as a perfect quarter seam. So don't aim for that, and don't be depressed if you don't end up with it. I don't think I ever have. I don't think I've ever ended up with a perfect 1/4 inch. So this is it. This is block number 8. I hope you are enjoying this series. I'm going to take a few pictures here, do a little slideshow, subscribe so you can, you know, have the rest of the videos as I publish them. And again, if you're watching in the future, playlist link is in the description and on the end screen. Go look at the playlist and get started, and you'll have your quilt knocked out in no time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!